ख्वाबों की अपनी उंगलियों से जोड़ जाते हैं। है बहुत से इंजीनियर जो कुछ कर जाते हैं। है बहुत से इंजीनियर जो कुछ कर जाते हैं। Respected Principal Dr. J.B. Tafedar sir, our today's chief guest Mr. Ravindra Shidore sir and Manoj Naikaukar sir, Dean of the College Professor Mujawar sir, Head of the Department Professor Dhotre sir, all teachers, parents, students and all access members and all my dear friends. I Gayatri. I welcome you all on behalf of NK Orchid College of Engineering and Technology and Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering on the occasion of Engineers Day.
Engineering community across India celebrate Engineers Day on 15 September every year as a tribute to our great engineer scientist Bharat Ratna Moksha Vishveshwaraya sir. Sir was born on 15 September 1861. Engineers are creator. Engineers are person who discover the world by their pen and brain. Engineers are those who operate at the interface between science and society. Engineers are backbone of development and technology. According to Indian Vision 2020, transferring nation into developed country was a dream of one of the great engineer, former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Not only engineers but also every one of us has the ambition to live in a developed country, and for this each of us should show that integrity towards the development of nation. Finally, I would like to remind you that engineers rule the world. We all are on the way to become an engineer. So we should make a promise to ourselves. We use our knowledge and intelligence for the welfare of society and mankind. 4 years, 40 subjects, 4,000 assignment, 400 experiment. A normal human being can't do it, but superheroes can. The superheroes are called as engineering students. I wish you a very happy Engineers Day to all.
Thank you, Vidya. Now,
our Access Committee 2021 has prepared a logo. Let's inaugurate this logo by watching this video. Thank you, Team Access, for such a great work.
It is my pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest, Mr. Ravindra Shidore sir. Sir is a managing director of Shidore Microsys Electronic Private Limited Pune. Sir is an electrical graduate from Government College of Engineering Pune. Throughout the engineering college career, he was a topper in college and also recipient of various scholarships. He completed his diploma in business management. Sir has a rich-handed experience while working in various organizations. Advani Orion Limited worked as a R&D engineer in R&D department. Kirloskar Consultancy Limited as a project officer, marketing research and economic studies department. Now Microsys company has two verticals, power electronics equipment and embedded software services. SMEPL supplying various important substitute products for e-vehicle market. Products are battery charge and discharge. The company is now committed to the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. During the business career, he has visited all the developed countries like USA, Japan, Singapore for the marketing tie-up as well as manufacturing tie-up. Ravindra sir started Microsys at 1984. The first company to introduce the line interactive and line offline UPS system in India in 1984. Microsys company has received an Tata Award for the quality of improvement. SMBL has established on ultra-modern manufacturing facilities in Goa for the manufacture of UPS and other power equipment. SMEPL is the only Indian company to participate in CeBIT Germany to the world's largest exhibition at last 2 years. SMEPL is the first Indian company to execute the full concentration load of the export of offline and line interactive UPS under the company's own brand. We are very lucky to such a great sir is our today's chief guest. I would like to request our today's chief guest to guide and address our student. Sir.
Good. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jidnya Shah, for your kind and good words, which may be a little bit exaggerated, but anyway, thank you very much. Everybody is able to hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
good.
Sir.
Right. Good.
Yes, sir.
Now, today is Engineers Day. Dr. Dafedar sir, Professor Dhotre, Professor Bakre, Professor Chandan Shivne, and Mr. Manoj Nayagaonkar sirs. Good morning to all of you. And first of all, let me thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak to such an auspicious audience on this very important day of the country, that is Engineers Day. I'll be able to speak, rather I'll be speaking in a mixed languages. I hope you don't mind. म्हणजे मी मराठी, इंग्लिश, हिंदी असं कंबाईन करून बोलणार आहे. I hope that is okay with all of you.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, Engineers Day हा प्रत्येक देशामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या दिवशी साजरा केला जातो. आपल्या भारतामध्ये आता जिज्ञाशाने सांगितल्याप्रमाणे it is celebrated on 15th September, that is today, and today is the birth anniversary of the greatest engineer that India has produced so far, Bharat Ratna Sir Vishveshwaraya. Vishveshwaraya was born about 150 years back. आणि मी आजच्या माझ्या डिस्कोर्सची सुरुवात एका छोट्याशा विश्वेश्वरयांच्या बाबतीतल्या एका छोट्याशा स्टोरीने करणार आहे, छोट्याशा गोष्टीने करणार आहे, विच इज व्हेरी रिलेव्हंट टू अस. की जी स्टोरी किंवा गोष्ट आय हॅव बीन लिसनिंग टू इट राईट फ्रॉम माय चाइल्डहुड, बट विच इज व्हेरी रिलेव्हंट टुडे. डॉक्टर विश्वेश्वरैया वॉज अ सिव्हिल इंजिनियर and he was instrumental in constructing various railway bridges, dams, and all infrastructural facilities in the country. रेल्वे ब्रिजेस मध्ये त्यांनी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या नद्यांवरती ब्रिज बांधले. द स्टोरी गोज लाईक दिस की एक दिवस रेल्वे मधनं विश्वेश्वरैया प्रवास करत होते अँड ही क्रॉस्ड वन ब्रिज. रात्र होती, ही क्रॉस्ड वन ब्रिज आणि त्या ब्रिजवर क्रॉस करत असताना त्यांना ब्रिजचा आवाज, रेल्वे त्या ब्रिजवरतून जात असताना त्या ब्रिजचा आवाज जो आहे तो थोडासा काहीतरी वेगळा वाटला. म्हणून तो ब्रिज क्रॉस केल्यानंतर ही आस्क्ड द ड्रायव्हर ऑफ द रेल्वे टू स्टॉप द रेल्वे. आणि त्या रेल्वेवरती जे गार्ड आणि जे कोणी इंजिनियर्स होते त्यांना सांगितलं की मेसेज पाठवा की हा ब्रिजवरनं दुसरी ट्रेन नाही गेली पाहिजे, जोपर्यंत ते हा ब्रिज पूर्णपणे चेक करत नाहीत तोपर्यंत. हे मेसेज पाठवल्यानंतर त्यांची गाडी पुढे निघून गेली. दुसऱ्या दिवशी सगळ्या तिथे इंजिनियर्स येऊन तो रेल्वे ब्रिज चेक केला, तर त्या रेल्वे ब्रिजला खरोखरच एका ठिकाणी क्रॅक गेलेली होती आणि दुसरी तिसरी रेल्वे जर त्याच्यावरनं गेली असती तर तो ब्रिज कोसळला असता किंवा पडला असता आणि रेल्वेचं आणि जीवितहानी भरपूर झाली असती. नुसत्या रेल्वेच्या आवाजावरनं त्या माणसांनी डॉक्टर विश्वेश्वरैया सरांनी ओळखलं की या ब्रिज मध्ये काहीतरी कमी आहे. इतकं इंजिनिअरिंग त्यांच्या नसानसामध्ये भिनलेलं होतं. जर आपल्या नसानसामध्ये जर इंजिनिअरिंग भिनलेलं असेल तर अशा गोष्टी आपल्याला सुद्धा करता येतील. मी त्याच्यासाठी एक छोटंसं उदाहरण देतो. आपण आपल्या खोलीमध्ये बसलोय, आपण आपल्या घरामध्ये बसलोय. आपल्या घरावरती जर कोणी नॉक केलं, टकटक केलं, तर आपल्याला त्या टकटक केलेल्या आवाजावरनं सुद्धा आपण कित्येक वेळाला ओळखू शकतो की कोण आलंय म्हणून. आपण आपल्या घरात जर कोणाची पावलांची हालचाल झाली तर त्या पावलांच्या आवाजावरनं सुद्धा आपण ओळखू शकतो की आता हे कोण चालत गेलं इकडनं. कारण आपल्याला माहिती असतं, आपल्याला ते आवाज आपल्या मनामध्ये भिनलेले असतात. अशा प्रकारचं इंजिनिअरिंग जर आपल्या नसानसामध्ये भरलेलं असेल तर आपण तयार केलेल्या इक्विपमेंटमध्ये किंवा ह्याच्यामध्ये काय खराबी झालेली आहे ही पूर्ण खराब होऊन नुकसान होण्याच्या आधी आपल्याला कळू शकतं. ही एक स्टोरी मला आज इंजिनियर्स डे वरती आपल्यावरती इंजिनियर म्हणून काय जबाबदारी असू शकते, आपण कशा प्रकारच्या आपल्या इंजिनिअरिंगला बघितलं गेलं पाहिजे आहे हे असं समजावं म्हणून मी हे तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना सांगितलं. माझा आजचा जे डिस्कोर्स आहे इट विल बी डिवायडेड इनटू 5 पार्ट्स. द फर्स्ट इज व्हॉट इज इंजिनियर. Second one is engineers' importance in society. Third one is engineers or engineering goods important in the national development. Fourth is the present situation. Corona pandemic ने निर्माण केलेली सिच्युएशन आणि आपल्या माननीय पंतप्रधानांनी केलेली घोषणा आत्मनिर्भर भारत. आणि पाचवं आपल्या सर्व इंजिनियर्सची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. Let us start with the first section. Classical definition of engineer जर आपण बघितली तर the engineer is the one who designs, develops and produces engines. हे engine वरनं आपल्याला engineer आलं. Engines, machines and structures. आत्ताच्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये मला ही डेफिनेशन थोडीशी तोकडी वाटते. माझ्याकडे आणखीन एक डेफिनेशन आहे की विच इज मोर अप्रोप्रिएट इन टुडेज कॉन्टेक्स्ट, विच सेज दॅट इंजिनियर इज अ पर्सन हू स्किलफुली अरेंजेस वेरियस इनपुट्स टू गिव्ह अस डिझायर्ड आउटपुट्स. ही इंजिनियर्सची जी डेफिनेशन आहे ही जास्त मला अप्रोप्रिएट वाटते आणि ही इंजिनियरची डेफिनेशन कशी अप्रोप्रिएट आहे हे मी पुढच्या डिस्कोर्स मध्ये मी तुम्हाला समजावून सांगेन. इंजिनियर इज द पर्सन हू डज नॉट वर्क ओनली विथ द मशीन्स बट विथ हिज क्रिएशन, इनोव्हेशन बिकम्स इम्पॉर्टंट पर्सन इन द सोसायटी and he is responsible for improving the standard of living of the society. इंजिनियर हा पूर्वीसारखा फक्त मशीन्स बांधणे, ब्रिज बांधणे ह्याच्यापर्यंत रिलेटेड राहिलेला नाहीये. हा इंजिनियर आता ह्या इंजिनियरने सर्व प्रकारचं आपल्या आयुष्यातले सर्व अंग व्यापलेले आहेत. आपण मेडिकल डोमेन बघितलं तर मेडिकल डोमेन मध्ये आपल्याला ज्या काही इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स आपण अनालिटिकल किंवा क्लिनिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स वापरतो हे सगळी इंजिनियरने डिझाईन केलेली असतात. आपले सगळे जवान बॉर्डरवरती लढतात, ते लढत असताना त्यांना जे आपण मशीन्स देतो, रणगाडे म्हणा, अँटी बॅलिस्टिक मिसाइल्स म्हणा, यू टॉक अबाउट सबमरीन्स, यू टॉक अबाउट द एअरक्राफ्ट, ही सगळीच्या सगळी इंजिनियर्सने डिझाईन केलेली आहे. सो इंजिनियर हॅज बिकम ऑलमोस्ट ऑल परवेसिव्ह. इट हॅज स्पॅन्ड ऑल द ऍक्टिव्हिटीज ऑफ अवर लाईफ. म्हणून इंजिनियरचं महत्व सध्याच्या काळामध्ये भरपूर आहे. असं असल्यामुळे इंजिनियरची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सुद्धा तेवढीच वाढलेली आहे, कारण आपण सोसायटीच्या डेव्हलपमेंटसाठी रिस्पॉन्सिबल आहोत. जसं आपण सोसायटीच्या डेव्हलपमेंटसाठी रिस्पॉन्सिबल आहोत तशाच प्रकारचं इंजिनियर्स आणि इंजिनिअरिंग गुड्स आर ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द नेशन बिल्डिंग. मी एक एक उदाहरण देतो तुम्हाला, की तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती असेल की भारतातनं सोन्याचा धूर निघायचा. भारतातनं आपल्या सोन्याचा धूर निघायचा. ज्या वेळेला सोन्याचा धूर निघायचा त्यावेळेला आपण काही इंजिनिअरिंग गुड्स तयार करायचो. आपण जर नीट बघितलं तर आपल्याकडनं सोन्याचा धूर ज्या वेळेला निघायचा त्यावेळेला आपली इकॉनॉमी जी डेव्हलप झालेली होती ती आपण वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे मसाल्याचे पदार्थ एक्सपोर्ट करायचो म्हणून डेव्हलप झालेली. इंजिनिअरिंग गुड कुठलंही नव्हतं त्यावेळेला. आय एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 500-600 वर्षापूर्वी. त्याच्यानंतर इंडस्ट्रियल रेव्होल्युशन झाली, इंडस्ट्रियल डेव्हलपमेंट झालं आणि युरोपियन कंट्रीज, अमेरिकन कंट्रीज आणि इतर कंट्रीज आपल्या पुढे गेल्या आणि आपलं डेव्हलपमेंट आणि आपलं नॅशनल डेव्हलपमेंट हे मागं पडत गेलं. आताच्या सध्याच्या काळामध्ये किंवा मागच्या 20th सेंचुरीमध्ये, 21st सेंचुरीमध्ये आणि आताच्या सेंचुरीमध्ये इंजिनिअरिंग गुड्स चं देशामधलं प्रोडक्शन जे आहे ते प्रोडक्शन हॅज बिकम द इम्पॉर्टंट फॅक्टर ऑफ जजिंग द ग्रोथ और द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ द नेशन. मी तुम्हाला काही उदाहरणं देतो. आपल्या देशाची ग्रोथ ही युजली आपण आपल्या जीडीपी वरती किंवा त्याला नॅशनल इन्कम, सोप्या भाषेत सांगायचं म्हणजे नॅशनल इन्कम वरती आपण ठरवतो की ज्या देशाचा जीडीपी जास्त, ज्या देशाचा नॅशनल इन्कम जास्त, तो जास्त पॉवरफुल देश, त्या देशाची सगळ्यात जास्त डेव्हलपमेंट झालेली आहे. आणि ऑब्व्हियसली आता सगळ्यात जास्त जीडीपी अमेरिका, चायना, जपान या देशांचे. हा जो जीडीपी किंवा नॅशनल इन्कम असतं हे युजली 3 कॅटेगरीमध्ये डिवाइड केलं जातं. एक आहे ऍग्रिकल्चरल इन्कम, दुसरा आहे सर्व्हिस इन्कम आणि तिसरा आहे इंडस्ट्री इन्कम. असं जर बघितलं आणि आपण आपल्या देशाचं इतर देशांच्या बरोबर जर कंपॅरिझन केलं तर काय फॅक्ट्स समोर येतात ते आपण बघू. आपल्या देशाच्या जीडीपीच्या आपलं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट, इंजिनिअरिंग इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट हे जवळजवळ फक्त 23% आहे. ऍग्रिकल्चरल आउटपुट 17% आहे आणि सर्व्हिसेसचं आउटपुट जे आहे ते जवळजवळ 50% आहे. आता हेच जर आपण चायनाशी जर कंपॅरिझन केलं तर चायनाचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट ऑफ देअर टोटल नॅशनल इन्कम इज वॉपिंग 40%. जगाचं ऍव्हरेज 30% आहे. आपण 23% वरती आहोत. जगाचं ऍव्हरेज 30% वरती आहे. चायना इज ॲट 40%, इंडोनेशिया ॲज 40%, जपान, जर्मनी आर अराउंड 32 to 33%. आता हे पर्सेंटेज कमी आहे, फक्त किती 6-7%च कमी आहे नाही का, असं आपल्याला वाटायला नको. म्हणून मी तुम्हाला आणखीन पुढची कंपॅरिझन देतो की ह्या देशांचं नॅशनल इन्कम, फॉर एक्झाम्पल आताचा आपल्याला कळीचा मुद्दा म्हणून आपण चायनाचं नॅशनल इन्कम बघितलं तर चायनाचं नॅशनल इन्कम हे आपल्या 2.5 पट आहे. आपलं समजा काहीतरी 1 लाख कोटी डॉलर्स वगैरे जर असेल तर त्यांचं जवळजवळ 2.5 लाख कोटी डॉलर्स आहे. म्हणजे त्याचं नॅशनल इन्कम 2.5 पट आहे आणि त्यांचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट 1.5 पट आहे. म्हणजे त्याचा अर्थ असा होतो की विच इज अ व्हेरी अस्टॉनिशिंग फिगर. मी आता काल ज्या वेळेला अभ्यास करत होतो त्यावेळेला कळलं की चायनाचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट हे आपल्या नॅशनल इन्कम एवढं आहे. म्हणजे आपल्या इंजिनियर्सना त्यांच्या म्हणजे जवळजवळ आपल्या चौपट आहे. त्यांचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट आपल्या चौपट आहे. चौपट म्हणजे 300% जास्त. इफ यू हॅव टू कॅच अप विथ देम, आपला जर इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ रेट जर आपण 10%, 15% जर ठेवला तर आपण जवळजवळ 20 वर्ष लागतील आपल्याला त्यांना कॅचअप करायला. आणि ह्या 20 वर्षामध्ये ते आणखीन पुढे जातील. म्हणजे आपल्या समोर तेवढं डॉन्टिंग टास्क आहे आपलं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट वाढवण्यासाठी आणि आपण जगातला एक इम्पॉर्टंट पॉवरफुल किंवा लीडिंग किंवा डेव्हलप्ड कंट्री होण्यासाठी. आत्ताच्या म्हणजे आपण आताची ही सिच्युएशन आम्ही तुम्हाला सांगितले की आता आपण काय आहोत. दिस सिच्युएशन हॅज थ्रोन, आतापर्यंत आपल्याला जर इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट वाढवायचं आहे तर दिस सिच्युएशन बाय इटसेल्फ इज थ्रोइंग सो मेनी चॅलेंजेस ऑन इंजिनिअरिंग इंडस्ट्री अँड इंजिनियर्स पर से. म्हणजे आपल्या इंजिनियर्सची केवढी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आहे हे बघून घ्या. आत्ताची जी सिच्युएशन आहे, नाउ आय विल कम टू द फोर्थ पॉइंट ऑफ की आता आपल्या जगामध्ये जी आलेली सिच्युएशन आहे ही सिच्युएशन आपल्या सर्वांना माहिती आहे. कोरोना पॅन्डेमिकमुळे सगळे जग अस्ताव्यस्त झाले, सगळं जग केविलवाणं झाले आणि आपण आत्ता याचे कारणीभूत कोण आहेत, त्यांना काय करायचं याच्यापेक्षा इतकी केविलवाणी परिस्थिती आली आहे की आपण आपल्याला कसं सांभाळायचं ह्याच्यामध्येच आपण गुंतलेलो आहोत आणि आपण असंच गुंतणार आहोत अनदर 1 year or maybe till the successful vaccine comes in. आपण काय एवढे अगतिक झालो, आपण एवढं अगतिक व्हायचं कारण काय आहे आणि त्याच्यावरचा उपाय काय आहे. आपल्या देशाचे माननीय पंतप्रधान यांनी नॅशनल टेलिव्हिजनवरती सर्व लोकांना 3 ते 4 लेक्चर्स दिली. त्या लेक्चर्समध्ये सगळ्यात शेवटच्या लेक्चरमध्ये त्यांनी भारत आत्मनिर्भर व्हायला पाहिजे, आपण आत्मनिर्भर व्हायची शपथ घेतली पाहिजे असं सांगितलं. इनफॅक्ट त्या लेक्चरमध्ये त्यांनी आत्मनिर्भर हा शब्द जवळजवळ 35 वेळेला वापरला. आता आत्मनिर्भर म्हणजे काय? आत्मनिर्भर म्हणजे सेल्फ सफिशियंट. आपण सेल्फ सफिशियंट हा जो मेसेज आहे हा कोणासाठी गेलेला आहे? प्रायमरीली दिस हॅज गॉन फॉर द इंजिनिअरिंग इंडस्ट्री. आपण आपल्या ऍग्रिकल्चरल इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये आपण सेल्फ सफिशियंट आहोत का नाही? येस, वी आर सेल्फ सफिशियंट. आज आपल्याला ऍग्रिकल्चरल इनपुटसाठी, अन्नधान्यासाठी कुठल्याही गोष्टीचं इम्पोर्ट करावं लागत नाही. आज आपण आत्मनिर्भर कशामध्ये नाही आहोत? आज आपण आत्मनिर्भर नाही आहोत इंजिनिअरिंग गुड्स मध्ये. इंजिनिअरिंग गुड्स मध्ये आपण आत्मनिर्भर नाही आहोत. यामध्ये आत्मनिर्भर व्हायचं आपलं कारण काय आहे? कारण आपण आत्मनिर्भर नसल्यामुळे आपण इतर डेव्हलप्ड कंट्रीचे मांडलिक झालो आहोत आणि आपण अगतिक झालो आहोत. म्हणून इंजिनिअरिंग इंडस्ट्रीवरती आणि इंजिनियर्स वरती हा खूप मोठा चॅलेंज आहे. नुसतं त्यांचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट चौपट आहे म्हणून असं नाही, पण त्यांचं इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट चौपट आहे, ते सगळ्या जगाला रूल करतात आणि ते सगळ्या जगाला वेठीस धरतात. त्यांनी आज आपल्या सगळ्यांना वेठीस धरलेलं आहे. म्हणून याची सिव्हिरिटी आणि सिरियसनेस हा जास्त आहे आणि म्हणून आपल्या सर्व इंजिनियर्स वरती फार मोठा चॅलेंज आलेला आहे. या लोकांच्या डेव्हलपमेंट मध्ये मला तुम्हाला मध्ये एक गोष्ट सांगायची होती की ह्या लोकांनी कसे कष्ट घेतलेले आहेत. सर्वात पहिल्यांदा जपानने कष्ट घेतले 1950-60 मध्ये. त्याच्यानंतर आलं तैवान, त्याच्यानंतर आलं कोरिया, त्याच्यानंतर आलं सिंगापूर, त्याच्यानंतर आलं हाँगकाँग. म्हणजे चायना ही काय पहिलीच कंट्री नाही आहे की ज्यांनी प्रोडक्शन मध्ये, इंजिनिअरिंग प्रोडक्शन मध्ये एवढी इम्प्रूव्हमेंट केली की ते सगळ्या जगाला माल पुरवू लागले. चायना ही पहिली कंट्री नाही आहे. सेबिट हॅनोव्हर मध्ये पण त्या लोकांनी काय काय कष्ट घेतले याचं एक साधं उदाहरण मी तुम्हाला सांगतो. सेबिट हॅनोव्हर हे एक इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजीचं जगप्रसिद्ध प्रदर्शन भरतं सेबिट हॅनोव्हरमध्ये, हॅनोव्हर वेस्ट जर्मनीमध्ये जगप्रसिद्ध, जगातलं सगळ्यात मोठं प्रदर्शन भरतं आणि इट इज शोकेसिंग द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स आणि इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी. दरवर्षी फेब्रुवारी मार्च मध्ये ते भरतं. त्या सेबिट हॅनोव्हर मध्ये आम्ही पार्टिसिपेट केलं होतं. एक वर्ष आम्ही पार्टिसिपेट केलं. तर मी गोष्ट सांगतोय 2002 सालची. त्यावेळेला एकूण 10,000 एक्झिबिटर्स असतात. त्या 10,000 एक्झिबिटर्स पैकी जवळजवळ 30 ते 40% एक्झिबिटर्स चायनाचे होते. आणि तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना आश्चर्य वाटेल की हे एक्झिबिटर्स कुठल्या ह्याच्यात नव्हते. हे सगळे एक्झिबिटर्स वेगवेगळ्या फील्ड मधनं होते. आपल्या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये छोटेसे फॅन लागतात, त्याला आपण इन्स्ट्रुमेंटल फॅन्स म्हणतो. हे फॅन मॅन्युफॅक्चरर पैकी 400 लोक, 400 मॅन्युफॅक्चरर्स चायनामधनं त्या सेबिट हॅनोव्हर मध्ये त्यांचा प्रॉडक्ट शोकेस करायला आलेले होते. असे खूप कष्ट त्यांनी घेतलेले आहेत, म्हणून आज ते या परिस्थितीमध्ये. आपल्याला जर आत्मनिर्भर बनायचं असेल तर अशा प्रकारचे सर्व प्रकारचे उपाय आपण केले पाहिजे. जर आत्मनिर्भर बनायचं असेल तर आपण आयसोलेशन मध्ये काम करून चालणार नाही. मी युजली असं सगळ्यांना म्हणतो. आत्ता असोकॅमचे प्रेसिडेंट किंवा इतर कॉन्फेडरेशनचे प्रेसिडेंट सुद्धा सगळं हेच म्हणतात की एकट्या दुकट्याने हे करण्याचं काम नाहीये. द टोटल इकोसिस्टीम हॅज टू बी डेव्हलप. तर इकोसिस्टीम ही डेव्हलप व्हायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे एक मॅन्युफॅक्चरर असतो, तो मॅन्युफॅक्चररला सप्लाय करणारे लोक असतात, वेंडर्स असतात. त्या मॅन्युफॅक्चररकडे काम करणारे एम्प्लॉईज असतात. त्या मॅन्युफॅक्चरर विकणारा ज्या ठिकाणी विकतो ते मार्केट असतात, त्याचे कस्टमर्स असतात, गव्हर्नमेंट ऑर्गनायझेशन्स असतात, सोशल ऑर्गनायझेशन्स असतात. ही सर्व पूर्ण इकोसिस्टीम ही डेव्हलप व्हायला पाहिजे. आणि त्याचा आपण इंजिनियर म्हणून मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंगचा एक पार्ट आहोत. या इकोसिस्टीम मध्ये जर आपण आपली कंपनी स्वतःची घेतली, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ऑर्गनायझेशन म्हणली, तर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ऑर्गनायझेशनची जर स्वतःची इकोसिस्टीम जर डेव्हलप करायची असेल तर फक्त आपल्याला नवीन प्रॉडक्ट नुसते तयार करतोय, म्हणजे मी R&D वरती भर देतोय आणि मी माझे नुसते प्रॉडक्ट तयार करतोय, याच्यावरती आपल्याला बिलकुल विसंबून राहून चालणार नाहीये. ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये खूप वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे डिपार्टमेंट्स असतात. सेल्स असतं, परचेस असतं, प्रोडक्शन असतं, प्रोडक्शन प्लॅनिंग आहे, मेंटेनन्स आहे, सर्व्हिसिंग आहे. या सर्व डिपार्टमेंट्स ही आपली सशक्त व्हायला पाहिजे. आणि या सर्व डिपार्टमेंट मध्ये आपल्याला सर्व प्रकारच्या चांगल्या इंजिनियर्सची जरूर आहे. म्हणजे आपण ज्या वेळेला आपण इंजिनियर्सची जबाबदारी म्हणतात, आपण युजली असं म्हणतो की अरे स्टार्टअप काहीतरी नवीन तयार करा, काहीतरी नवीन तयार करा, काहीतरी नवीन तयार करा. याच्यावरती आपला जास्त ओव्हर एम्फॅसिस होतं की नवीन स्टार्टअप वरती आपण जाऊया. जपान, साऊथ कोरिया, तैवान, सिंगापूर, हाँगकाँग किंवा चायना हे स्टार्टअपने पुढे आलेले देश नाही आहेत की जे आज मोठ्या इकॉनॉमिक्स आहेत. प्रोडक्शन सर्वात पहिल्यांदी त्या देशांनी प्रोडक्शन वरती भर दिला. जपानने प्रोडक्शनला वरती भर दिला आणि स्टॅटिस्टिकल प्रोसिजर्स शोधून काढल्या. आणि हे सगळं झाल्यानंतर, ते श्रीमंत झाल्यानंतर मग त्यांचे R&D झाले. त्याच्यामुळे आपल्याला बॅलन्स्ड ग्रोथ करायला पाहिजे. इंजिनियर्स जे तयार होणार आहेत हे सुद्धा आपल्याला एकांगी इंजिनियर्स नको आहेत. म्हणजे फक्त R&D करणारे इनोव्हेटिव्ह असे इंजिनियर्स नको आहेत. वी नीड द इंजिनियर्स in our production, we need the engineers in our purchase, we need the engineers in our planning. सर्व प्रकारच्या याच्यामध्ये चांगले इंजिनियर्स हवे. आणि अशा प्रकारचे चांगले इंजिनियर्स हे आपल्याकडं नवीन तयार व्हायला पाहिजे. ही आपल्या सगळ्या देशाची जबाबदारी आहे. आत्मनिर्भर होण्याच्यासाठी म्हणून आता आमच्या कंपनीने काय केलं हे मी तुम्हाला सांगतो. आमच्या कंपनीमध्ये ह्या ड्युरिंग द लॉकडाऊन पिरियड आम्ही वर्क फ्रॉम होम आणि त्या लॉकडाऊन पिरियडच्या आधी आम्ही असे खूप इनोव्हेटिव्ह प्रोडक्ट्स तयार करायचं मनावरती घेतलं. वी वर पॅशनेट अबाउट दॅट की अशा प्रकारचे प्रोडक्ट आपण तयार करायचे. आपल्या सगळ्यांनाच माहिती आहे आता की द अपकमिंग मार्केट आत्ताचं जे आहे ते ई व्हेकल्स आहे. तर ई व्हेकलला लागणारे प्रोडक्ट या सगळ्या प्रोडक्ट्समध्ये चायनीज लोकांची मोनोपॉली होती. अशा प्रकारची मोनोपॉली आहे आणि या मोनोपॉलीमुळे आपल्याला अगतिकता येते. माननीय पंतप्रधानांनी आत्मनिर्भर आपण व्हायला पाहिजे आहे असा संदेश दिलेला आहे. ॲज अ मॅन्युफॅक्चरर आम्ही तो संदेश आम्हाला आमच्यामध्ये जी केपेबिलिटी आहे त्या केपेबिलिटी प्रमाणे आम्ही त्याला कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करणार आहे. म्हणून आम्ही वेगवेगळे प्रोडक्ट की हे जे चायनाच्या सर्व प्रोडक्टना सबस्टिट्यूट करू शकतील असे तयार करायला लागलो. आय एम व्हेरी हॅपी टू अनाउन्स की आज आम्ही आमच्याकडे जवळजवळ 4 का 5 प्रोडक्ट्स आहेत की विच डायरेक्टली सबस्टिट्यूट द चायनीज प्रोडक्ट्स. आणि हे चायनीज प्रोडक्ट्स आपल्याकडे एक मिथ आहे, चायनाचे प्रोडक्ट स्वस्त आहेत, चायनाचे प्रोडक्ट चांगले आहेत. मी गॅरंटी देऊन सांगतो की आज आम्ही हे चायनीज प्रोडक्ट्स चायनाच्या किमतीला किंबहुना त्यांच्यापेक्षा कमी किमतीला मार्केटमध्ये ऑफर करू शकतो. प्राइस ही त्याचे क्रायटेरिया नाहीये. आम्हाला त्याच्यापेक्षा पुढे जाऊन हे सांगायचं आहे. बिकॉज ऑफ आवर पॅशन वी हॅव गॉट various features, at least about 6 to 7 features, which are much better than the features which the Chinese product have. मेल्ट फेल्युअर झाल्यानंतर डेटा रिकव्हर करणे चायनीज प्रोडक्ट्स मध्ये नाही, आमच्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये आहे. आपलं जे प्रोडक्ट आहे हे प्रोडक्ट मोबाईल ऍप वरती सर्व डेटा दाखवणार चायनीज प्रोडक्ट मध्ये नाही, आमच्यामध्ये आहे. कॉम्प्युटरला कनेक्टिव्हिटी करायची, जो काय डेटा आहे तो डेटा कॉम्प्युटरला द्यायचा आहे, आमच्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये आहे. हे फक्त तुम्हाला दिसणारे फक्त तुम्हाला सगळ्या दिसणारे आणि कळणारे जनरल माणसाला. पण नायगावकर साहेब मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की माझ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये बरं का एक असं फीचर आहे पॉवर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मधलं आहे की ज्याच्यामध्ये जर माझी पल्स विड्थ जर 3 मिलीसेकंद असेल तर ती पल्स विड्थ कुठल्याही चुकीने जर 10 मिलीसेकंड झाले तर मॉस्फेट जळायच्या आधी आम्ही इक्विपमेंट बंद करतो. हे चायनीज प्रोडक्ट मध्ये नाहीये. चायनाचे मॉस्फेट फेल होतं.
करेक्ट. फुल प्रूफिंग सिस्टीम राईट. आणि हे प्रोडक्ट्स आर वेल एक्सेप्टेड इन द मार्केट बिकॉज वी हॅव गॉट द पॅशन. आत्मनिर्भर होण्यासाठी म्हणून आम्हाला जे काय कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करता येतं, आमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनला जेवढं कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करता येतं तेवढं आम्ही या ठिकाणी केलेलं आहे. आणि हाच संदेश तुम्हा सर्व नवीन इंजिनियर्ससाठी आहे. आत्मनिर्भर तर व्हायलाच पाहिजे. नवीन इंजिनियर्सनी त्याच्यासाठी कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट तर करायलाच पाहिजे. माझा आता शेवटचा मुद्दा आहे की नवीन इंजिनियर्ससाठी काय संदेश द्यायचा. नवीन इंजिनियर्ससाठी मी संदेश देताना मला असं वाटतं की मी पहिल्यांदा जे उदाहरण 2 गोष्टी लक्षात घ्या. पहिल्यांदा जे उदाहरण दिलं विश्वेश्वरय्या सरांसारखं तसं आपलं इंजिनिअरिंग नसानसात भिनलं पाहिजे. दुसरं एक गोष्ट लक्षात घ्या, ज्या वेळेपासून इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन सुरू झालं, ज्या वेळेपासून इंजिनियर्स वरती रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आली त्यावेळेपासनं त्या शतकापासनं आपला देश पिछाडीवरती यायला लागला. जोपर्यंत मसाले विकत होतो तोपर्यंत आपण सोन्याचा धूर निघत होता. ज्यावेळेपासून इंडस्ट्रियल तेव्हा देशाला पूर्ण पदावरती आणायची जबाबदारी इंजिनियर्स वरती आहे. सो दिस पॅशन यू शुड कॅरी विथ यू. हे पॅशन कसं असलं पाहिजे. हे पॅशन अर्जुनाला सांगितलं होतं की समोरच्या पोपटाच्या डोळ्यावरती तू बाण मार, तुला काय दिसतं. तो मला म्हणतो फक्त अर्जुन पोपटाचा डोळा दिसतो. एकलव्याला गुरु नव्हता, त्यांनी गुरुची प्रतिमा केली आणि त्या गुरुच्या प्रतिमेवरनं शिकला. ही ट्राईड टू ऍब्सॉर्ब द नॉलेज. अशा प्रकारचं पॅशन आपल्यामध्ये पाहिजे. तुम्ही सगळ्या लोकांनी 3 इडियट्स हा सिनेमा पाहिला असेल. त्या 3 इडियट्स मध्ये इंजिनियरनी कसं असावं याचं फार छान सगळ्यांनी छान सांगितलं. अशा प्रकारचं पॅशन हे आपण ठेवलं पाहिजे. हे करत असताना सगळ्यांना आणखीन एक मला असा संदेश किंवा असं गायडन्स द्यायचा आहे की हे करत असताना किंवा आम्ही आमच्या बिझनेस करत असताना आम्ही हे करत असताना काय बघतो, चांगलं काम करायचं. सोसायटीसाठी इंजिनियर हा एक महत्वाचा भाग आहे. त्यामुळे सोसायटीसाठी जे काय चांगलं आपल्याला करता येईल ते करायचं, हा आपला महत्वाचा एम ठेवला गेला पाहिजे आहे. एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, बिझनेसमध्ये करत असताना मी सुद्धा दरवेळेला म्हणतो, बिझनेस करत असताना सोसायटीला सर्व करण्यासाठी चांगलं प्रोडक्ट तयार करणे हे माझं प्राइम ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहे. येणारे पैसे हे माझ्यासाठी उत्कृष्ट बाय प्रोडक्ट आहे. डोंट डू एनिथिंग फॉर युअर मनी. करेक्ट. फक्त पैशासाठी हे कराल तर आत्ता ह्या ज्या मोठ्या पॉवर्स जशा घडलेल्या आहेत तशा पॉवर सारखा आपला देश तयार करा. पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदी साहेबांनी ज्या वेळेला आत्मनिर्भरची घोषणा केली त्यावेळेला अतिशय सुंदर, बऱ्याच लोकांच्या लक्षात ते आलेलं नाहीये, अतिशय सुंदर आणखीन एक कन्सेप्ट सांगितला की आम्ही आत्मनिर्भर होणार आहोत, आम्ही आत्मनिर्भर व्हायलाच पाहिजे. पण आम्हाला आपल्या धर्माने, आपल्या देशाने, आपल्या संस्कृतीने असं सांगितलेलं आहे की जे आपण पाळलं पाहिजे की विच इज वसुधैव कुटुंबकम. म्हणजे आम्ही जे तयार करू, आम्ही जसं वागू, आम्ही जर आत्मनिर्भर होऊ, वी विल नॉट बी आत्मनिर्भर ऍट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड. की जे आज जे डेव्हलप कंट्रीज आहेत की ज्या डेव्हलप कंट्रीज ह्या आत्मनिर्भर झाल्यात किंवा ग्रो झाल्यात, विच इज ऍट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड. इफ यू लुक ॲट चायनाचे प्रेसिडेंट बघा, अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट बघा. चायनाचे प्रेसिडेंट आज देर इज अ डाऊट की आपला पण जे आता फेस करतोय कोरोना, हा कोरोना चायनामध्येच ओरिजिनेट झालेला आहे. याच्याबद्दल काहीही भाष्य न करता मी माझी कंट्री कशी मोठी करणार आहे, वसुधैव कुटुंबकम वगैरे गेलं खड्ड्यात, मी माझी कंट्री कशी डेव्हलप करणार आहे ह्याच्यामध्येच मी स्वार्थाने बघणार आहे. ह्याच्यामध्ये स्वतःच्या दोषामुळे की स्वतःच्या चुकीमुळे जग सगळं अगतिक झालेलं आहे. याची काहीही पर्वा न करता वेगवेगळ्या देशांच्या बरोबर त्यांच्या बॉर्डर्सवरती युद्ध करायला तयार झालेले आहे. अमेरिका ही सुपर पॉवर आहे. अमेरिकेचे प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प आज कशामध्ये गुंतलेले आहेत? जगाचं तर सोडूनच द्या, जगाच्या भल्यासाठी तर सोडूनच द्या, अमेरिकेच्या भल्यासाठी सुद्धा न बघता मी आज माझी नोव्हेंबरची प्रेसिडेंटची इलेक्शन कशी जिंकणार आहे याच्यासाठी त्यांचं वक्तव्य आणि वागणं चालू आहे. वी आर व्हेरी फॉर्च्युनेट की आपला देश अशा नेत्याच्या हाती आहे की जो फक्त आत्मनिर्भर म्हणत नाही पण त्याच्याबरोबर वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, म्हणजे आम्ही आत्मनिर्भर होणार, नॉट ऍट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड. म्हणजे आम्ही जगाला कुठलंही नुकसान करणार नाही. आम्ही इंजिनिअरिंगची गुड्स तयार करणार, पण अशी इंजिनिअरिंगची गुड्स करणार की ज्याच्यामुळे सोसायटीला फायदा होईल, ज्याच्यामुळे सोसायटीचा तोटा होण्याची कुठलीही लक्षणं दिसणार नाहीत. ही पॅशन आपल्या मनामध्ये पाहिजे आणि अशा प्रकारची पॅशन आपण मनात ठेवलं की तुम्हाला इतर ऐहिक सुख ही ऑटोमॅटिकली येतील. आय एम 100% शुअर की अशा प्रकारची ही सुख तुम्हाला येणारच आहेत. त्याच्या पाठीमागं लागू नका, ती तुमच्या पाठीमागं लागतील. तुम्ही फक्त इंजिनिअरिंगच्या ह्या पॅशनच्या पाठीमागं लागा, बाकीची सगळी सुख तुमच्या पाठीमागं लागतील. जर हे तुम्ही पॅशन धरलं तर तुमच्या मनामध्ये असलेला आळस, निष्काळजीपणा किंवा हे सर्वच्या सर्व ऑटोमॅटिकली निघून जाईल. बिकॉज युअर मेन एम इज टू डिझाईन, डेव्हलप ऑर टू गिव्ह दिस सोसायटी अ बेटर प्रॉडक्ट. better services. आजच्या परिस्थितीमध्ये तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे की जीवावर उद्धार होऊन आपले सैनिक चायनाच्या बॉर्डरवरती चायनाच्या बॉर्डरवरती आहे. त्या ठिकाणी -20°C असेल किंवा काही जरी असलं, आपण कित्येकदा फोटो बघतो की एकच सैनिक एका शिखरावरती जाऊन आपल्या देशाचं संरक्षण करायला उभा राहतो. त्याच्या आजूबाजूला पुढे नसतं, फक्त बर्फच असतं. जीवावरती उदार होऊन तो सैनिक त्या ठिकाणी लढतोय. कोरोनाचे पॅन्डेमिक कमी करायला म्हणून मेडिकल स्टाफ, पॅरामेडिकल स्टाफ हा सुद्धा जीवावरती उदार होऊन सर्व लोकांना सेवा पुरवण्यासाठी जातो. आपल्या सर्व सिस्टीम्स, फॉर एक्झाम्पल पोलिसांच्या बाबतीत तर तुम्ही ऐकलं असेल की कित्येक पोलीस लोक अहोरात्र मेहनत करतायत डिसिप्लिन आणण्यासाठी, आणि कित्येक पोलिसांना याच्यामुळे स्वतः करोना बाधित होत आहेत. हे सर्व लोक जीवावर उदार होऊन आपल्या देशासाठी काम करतायत. आपण ऍज इंजिनियर अशी शपथ घेतली पाहिजे की आपल्याला तर निदान जीवावरती उदार होत नाहीये, पण आपण अशी शपथ घेतली पाहिजे आणि ह्या सगळ्या लोकांना, सीमेवरच्या जवानांना, पॅरामेडिकल स्टाफना, आपल्या सगळ्या सिस्टीम्सना तुम्ही जीवावर उदार होऊन लढताय हे आम्हाला पूर्णपणे मान्य आहे. हे आम्ही पूर्णपणे अप्रिशिएट करतो आणि याला सपोर्ट म्हणून जे काय लागेल ते सर्वच्या सर्व ॲज इंजिनियर आम्ही तुम्हाला आमच्या पॅशनेट सर्व्हिसेसनी आम्ही पुरवायचा प्रयत्न करू. निदान एवढं तरी आपल्याला करायला पाहिजे आहे ॲज इंजिनियर. आपल्याला जीवावरती उदार व्हावं लागत नाहीये, पण या लोकांना सगळ्यांना सपोर्ट करणं हे आपलं कर्तव्य आहे. आपण इंजिनियर म्हणून आज अशी आपण शपथ घेतली पाहिजे. सो माय डिअर इंजिनियर्स, माय डिअर इंजिनिअरिंग स्टुडंट, it is time for you to take control in your hand as responsible engineers to steer the nation to Atmanirbhar Bharat and serve the society. Thank you very much. I think बरोबर अर्धा तास झालं साहेब. हॅलो,
Perfect. Yes,
लोक
sir.
ऐकतात का नाही ऐकत?
मला तर
Hello.
माईक सेटिंग
Exactly half an hour, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
लोकांनी ऐकलं का नाही ऐकलं?
Sir, thank you very much.
हा, ओके.
Sir, ऐकलं.
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Thanks a lot. Great.
For your
Thank you, sir, for your precious words. Really, your guidance and information is very useful for us. Concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat manufacturing process is very useful for our future. Thank you, sir.
It's an honor to introduce our today's chief guest, Mr. Manoj Naigaonkar sir. He is the Chief Operations Officer of Rishabh Instruments Private Limited, Nashik. Since 2015, he is heading the manufacturing plant at Nashik, having sales revenue more than 120 crore. Before 2015, he was working as a director in Europe, Poland in a company, Lumel, which is acquired by Rishabh Instruments in year 2011. Sir is expertise in operations management with expertise in building, optimizing organizational processes, and also project management with expertise in foreign collaborations, and supply chain management with expertise in cost reduction, control and reduction at TAT. Sir is HR management with expertise in performance management and leadership development. And also, his areas of expertise are infrastructure setup management, revenue growth, operational process improvement, lean manufacturing, supply chain management, cost reduction, sales coordination. And also, Sir is expertise in HR management, training leadership development, worker settlement, dealing with trade unions. Sir joined the Rishabh Instrument Private Limited in 1989 after doing electronics and radio engineering from Kushro Institute of Technology, Pune. Sir has achieved a year revenue growth of more than 28% for consistent 6 years. Sir has developed customer Tyco Electron right from techno-commercial agreement to manufacturing and sales, resulting to increase of the sales turnover by 1.7 million USD. Sir has implemented single piece flow, achieved a zero inventory on shop floor with 35% increased productivity. Sir has implemented implementation of HR systems, nurturing and retention of talent, employee satisfaction and capability enhancement and development of future leadership. Sir is a leader for Nashik Engineering Cluster. Sir has done special skill set enhancement on facilitation skills in Wipro Consultants and also on 7 habits of highly effective people at Stefan Institute and Six Sigma Black Belt training at Wipro. Sir has attended and delivered the special management programs on empowerment, time management, emotional intelligence, leadership development, supply chain management, and value engineering. We are very lucky to have such a great people for our today's chief guest. Now, I request Mr. Manoj Naigaonkar sir to share their valuable views with us.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. First of all, I am really thankful to LK Orchid College, Dr. Dafik Dar, Principal Sir, Professor Dotre, Bakre Sir, and Professor Adesh Chandan Shive. Really, it was honored for me to get connected with you all. Because when I was going through your college curriculum and college details, I quickly understood that it's not easy what you people have achieved as a college. After 2008, different curriculums you are being awarded as a best engineering college by ABP News. It's not easy that you are in top 50 engineering colleges within a very short period, and 103 get qualified people and 28 plus more students are working or were selected in European or American university. That itself is a big achievement for a college. So all students and my friends, first thing I would like to say that you are in good hands and good college. I am also thankful to our other guest, Ravindra Shidore sir. It was pleasure for listening to a visionary who has established his own manufacturing. And whatever we say always, he has practiced the things. Today we are talking about Atmanirbhar. He became Atmanirbhar in 1982 or 83, when perhaps we were in schools and colleges, and some of you may not have been born at that time. frankly speaking, it's a really pleasure for me to listen to him. And he was really talking from heart to heart, really coming out something from his experience and wisdom, what he has delivered to the society about our culture, our Prime Minister, whom we are very proud of, all of us, Narendra Modi sir. So let me start what I am planning. First thing, it's not a lecture or it's not a sermon, because I am also just like you, one of the engineer, maybe little bit age difference and some more experience of industry. Basically, it's a day to remember Bharat Ratna Visvesvaraya sir. For him, I will not talk much about, because Shidore sir has given us a beautiful story also, how good engineer he was, and then he really enlightened me also and made me remember the story, his story which was told by my father when I was young. So he really touched my heart today on this occasion. Thanks sir for that.
Welcome.
Now, during our discussion, I will just talk about something which, as an industry, working in industry, what I feel about you students, about you people, and what is your future, how we look at the things. Okay. So first thing, let me say that we should look at the whole thing in a different manner in our life. Looking at the things differently, the attitude and positive thinking is the most important part in our life. Shidore sir has expressed many things, your college students, and even I know I will appreciate Professor Bakri sir and all the professors. So it was very easy for them that pandemic is going on. So how to celebrate 15th September day? But all professors and college put the efforts to make it possible to have guest lecturers or guest people connecting with Google Meet. So if you stop at the difficulties, you will not get success.
Correct.
All difficulties are to be converted to opportunities.
Very good.
Today, yes, I know that because of the pandemic, everybody is sitting at home, colleges are not working, colleges are not opening, or schools are closed down. Now, how to use this time? I will tell you something from my personal experience. Please do not misunderstand. I am not here and I am not a great personality. But I am really talking from bottom of my heart what I experienced in my life and how what helped me in my life. So perhaps it will help you to think in similar directions. When I was studying in college, or before that, actually in my school days, I was a clever boy, or I was a scholar. So I was always first in the school and all those things. But at that time, we had very, very limited sources, and particularly from money point of view, we did not have a very financial strong background. So when I was even rank 1 in district, Nasik district, at that time I chose to go to Kusrowadia College because the course was of 2 years, and I wanted to get job immediately after my qualification. So I started with that, and I was having very limited money. I did not have luxury to spend money on other things other than except my mess, the food items, and my books and periodicals, something like this. So when my friends, my classmates, my hostel guys were every Saturday and Sunday they were going for movies and watching movies and enjoying, I did not have money for that. So I chose another way. How to kill the time at that time? So I started reading the books. And if you will not believe, I read more than 250 to 300 books during my college days on different subjects, on our Hindu mythology, on our culture, on our engineering or politics, or some stories about Mahatma Gandhi, Savarkar, everything, even poems. Actually, when I look back, all those things helped me. It was a difficult time for me. I did not have money. But the time used by me on those days for reading the books has helped me so much that when I was in Poland as operations director, language was not known. I was alone. In winter season, a lot of snow happening here and there. Temperature -7 degrees. I cannot even come out of my house, and I have to stay in my house. At that time, I never got frustrated. I never felt that I should go to some club or parties or something, or to drink alcohol or something. It was not necessary for me. I was about to spend my time with reading Jnaneshwari and some lectures from some saints like Godolekar Maharaj, or some spiritual things I did. And really, I was internally happy on those days. So what I'm trying to say today, what pandemic is going on, use this time to build your career. Now, when you are not having college, please do exercise. See, health is the most important thing if you want to get success in your life. So basically, what is health? Now, if you talk about the WHO definition of health, health is not only physical. It's a physical, social, and spiritual well-being of a person. So on all these fronts, try to grow. You have got time now. Please do some exercise at home if gyms are not closed now. At home, do something. Do some meditation. Enlighten yourself and enhance yourself for spirituality. And of course, do some social work. It will give you a lot of satisfaction. And it will really help you in growing as a better person. Second thing, when we talk about attitude, now Shidore sir has explained us how good engineers we should be. Now he talked about many things and explained us why other countries are bigger and then they are having so much of industrial revenue, or about their GDP 23% is in India, and our many things explained us. Basically, what is a good engineer? Actually, basically, be a good person, be having a positive attitude, and whatever job I will do, I will give my best. That is the first principle. And if you follow that in life, whatever you do, wherever you are in the industry or anything, you will succeed. That's my guarantee. I have seen this closely, the attitudinal difference between sometimes our Indian people and Europeans. I was instrumental in transferring the technology from Germany, and quite a long time I spent in Germany and UK. And I observed one fundamental difference between our people and those people. They are not as intelligent as us. Let me tell you, we are far more intelligent. We are far more having sharp brains, and we are far more having innovative brain. In India, what we call it as jugaad. We can do many things, and we can really come out of the difficult situations. But when I was looking at a thing, I will just give one example. When I went to Germany, I wanted some Xerox photocopies of some paper. So the receptionist or the secretary, JC, I gave her papers, and I told her that, okay, get me some copies for photocopy. He started asking me many questions. Sir, how many copies you want? Whether I should take on back to back, or whether there should be separate papers. Whether I should staple it or whether I should punch it. Whether you want a bunching, whether you want a grouping of the papers. At that moment, in those days, I was frustrated. I was thinking that why she is asking me so many questions. If I tell my secretary in India, she will immediately run and bring me the papers. And his German secretary is spending 5-10 minutes in asking me different questions. But at the end of the day, when she came out with the result, I observed that whatever was in my mind, it was properly photocopied with a good legible documents, with proper file, with a folder given, and everything was so nice that I did not have to rework those things. Now, when I look at our people, look at situation in India, what happens? If somebody tells us to do something, even before understanding what is the requirement, people start running here and there. They start producing. My people come to me and they do something, and then as a bosses, perhaps we are not satisfied, and we get frustrated that this is not how it should be. But then why we are not asking the questions how the job is to be done? So this is the attitude we have to bring in ourselves. Before starting off any job, please go into the details, please ask the questions, get the correct and complete information, and then execute the job. Perhaps that is what I learned during my younger days when I was in Germany and UK, and I tried to implement it in my life, and it had helped me a lot. That I do not do the rework. In India today, most of the resources are wasted in rework. So in industry, Gayatri just introduced me that I am implementing lean manufacturing and all those things. So waste is the basic thing we have to attack. There should not be any waste. The same work should not be done twice. Once it is done, it should be so perfect that there is no need for rework, because it's a hidden cost and it erodes our profit. So please, friends, remember this attitude is very, very, very important. Secondly, when I talk about when you become engineer and when you will be out from the colleges and when you will go into industries, what everybody looks at, that another strong attitude we have to build, and that is nothing but a service mentality. See, today in India, I observed that also one of the basic lacuna between us and Europeans. I am not trying to project Europeans as a great. I know our country is great, we are great, but let us try to improve as a generation about our own working styles. Now, I will give another example. When I was working in, am I audible, sir? Everybody can hear?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when I was in Poland as operations director in Lumal, One day what happened that, of course, in Poland, I was having a Skoda car and the driver was Damian Kaus. And he was taking me to the factory every morning and he was bringing me home. And my factory was starting at 7:30 in the morning. So it was a very, very regular practice. One day in the night, at night, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, he called me and he told me, sir, my mom is very critical and serious. She has been hospitalized. So tomorrow I will not be coming. Okay. So naturally, I thought that, okay, my driver will not be coming. So I have to arrange my own vehicle or I have to arrange my own travel to the office. When I got up, normally as per my practice at 7 o'clock, and I was ready to go to the office. And I just peeped down from my window and I observed that there was another car with another driver standing and waiting for me. And then when I went there, the driver told me, okay, sir, you know that Damian Kaus' mom is not well. So he has told me to attend you and to drop you to the factory and then bring it to home. So till the time he is not there, I will be there at your service. That was something which really, really helped me a lot in understanding what do you mean by service. In our case, what happens if the driver is sick or there is some issue, he just plainly gives the message that I cannot come. But to give the service to the customer, although Damian's mom was in hospital, she was critical, he did not come, but he arranged another vehicle for me and ensured that as a customer, I am not suffering. I did not suffer. I did not have to run here and there. So this is the attitude in all we all engineers, we have to have in our working. So when somebody asks for the service, our job is to provide the service. Don't give excuses. Don't say that how it can be done or whether I am having difficulties. Yes, difficulties are there. But finally, customers should be served. And if we start working like this, I think the future for us as a country and as people is very, very bright. Shidore sir told us about Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am really happy to hear to him that he has proven so many products and now trying to conquer China, which is a great thing. Now all these products, services and timely services help industry growing. I am telling you, Gayatri told you about my overall some of the achievements. We are achieving 28% revenue growth year on year consistently. How we can do it? It's only because customer is the god. We do not deprive customer from the services. We do not deprive customer from the quality. We do not deprive customer from anything. If he wants something, we do not go on unnecessary debates and arguments. Why you want this and what and this and all those things. We do not do it. We just go and deliver. And that is why today more than 57 countries we are selling our products everywhere in the world. So my message to you as an engineer is that please focus on this basic value system, that attitude, positive thinking, and the service orientation, which will really help us in being a good engineer, and it will also help country to grow. Now, when I talk about engineers, I have observed one trend. See, today in my company, I am having more than 800 employees under me. And every year, I am employing maybe 20-25 engineers in my company. And I know that when I went through your NK Orchid College of Engineering and your overall credentials, I'm sure that in future, your college students will also be with us and working, and then they will be growing with the organization. That I'm sure about. But yeah, for that, when it happens and when you people will be in the organization like Rishabh, and if you grow in your life, please remember to thank Professor Bakre and your all professors, because they are having such a dedication that how their students can get placed, how their students can get recruited, how companies, they approach companies, they multiple times they connect with us. So all these efforts will help you, and definitely you should be grateful to your professors throughout your life. I am grateful to my professors who have built my career and who have built me as a good person, human being. What I'm trying to tell you, sorry, Aditya sir, sorry.
No, sir. Please continue, sir. Please continue.
Yeah, okay. Now, I will now touch upon some subjects. Okay. Now, in engineering, there are different fields. In your college also, there are electrical, mechanical, ENTC, and many fields are there. And of late, of course, there is also a boom that IT industries. So I observe very strange psychology in young people. And I really want to tell you my own experience. People always try to run behind IT and computer knowledge and all those things, which is very important, which is good. But please, boys, remember that the manufacturing industry has some core manufacturing activities where mechanical engineering is also important, electronics and telecommunication is also important. In fact, I would say that in today's world, when the whole industry has started moving towards Industry 4 concept, both equally, or I will put something more than IT, important will be electronics and telecommunication branch. And it will have a great future. Please believe me. Because see what has happened, that when you go to automobile or mechanical sectors, mechanical engineers and those will be standing strong. For infrastructure developments, civil engineers will be standing strong. Now everything is now getting converted to communication system, to Industry 4 concepts, where electronics and telecommunication is going to be the future. So please do not ignore this as a branch. Do not ignore electronics and telecommunication, because everywhere it will be required. Today in our industry, when we talk about automation, first thing what we look at is ENTC engineer. Because I have got mechanical machine, I have got a computer programmer to write the program, but there will be requirement of people who will interface and who will make the circuits for us, who will make the designs for us, which will join the two and make my machine completely compatible and ready to take care of everything. So my sincere request and appeal to all of you, all fields are important, but ENTC is also strongly emerging as one of the industrial needs, and do not ignore it. That is having also a very great and bright future. Now, let me tell you what actually as an industry we look at in students, we look at in you. First thing, as I said, is the attitude. People may think that, okay, I am having 90% marks, 95% mark, or whatever it may be. That's important. I am not saying that it's not important, but more than that, how you approach to the life, how you approach to the problem, what you are trying to do as a good human being, as a good engineer, how much is your thinking ability. That is what we judge during our interviews also. Because see what happens, that everybody of you have learned certain engineering courses or certain syllabus. So everybody will give the same answer. So frankly speaking, there is nothing great in that, because if suppose take it electrical field, if you are studying transformation ratios and all those things, everybody will or grid network, everybody will say the same thing. If you are electronics, everybody will talk about flip-flops and then microcontrollers and then stack pointer, and all concepts will be same. What makes the difference is what you can think beyond your education is what makes the difference. Are you in a position to experiment? Are you in a position to take risk in your life? Risk is not necessary, as Shidore sir was saying, risk is not that you should be a soldier and you should go and fight on the battles, fight the battles. It's not like that. Important risk means risk is everywhere. Are you going to experiment in your life? In spite of failures, can you spring back and stand again? That's very, very important. If you can do this, then I think your risk-taking ability and your thinking to take challenges, that is what industry looks at. I look at the engineers who will deliver the results, and if they fail, I don't mind. Failure is part of life. So do not think too much about the failures. In fact, if you have not failed any time in your life, it means you have not experimented in your life. It means you have not learned in your life. Dr. Abdul J. Kalam also told us many times that if you do the mistakes, if you do not do the mistakes, it means you are not learning. It does not mean that you should do silly mistakes deliberately, but when you take a risk, when you take a challenge, then you are ought to, sometimes you may fail, but from that failure, you will learn a lot. Even today, when pandemic is going on, sometimes it may happen that you are not in a position to connect to Google Meet, or your computer is not working, but you will fail. Even if you deliver your first speech in your life, you will fail. But from that, you will get experience how not to fail, which will make you success. That will succeed you. So I think that is what, as a industry, we look at. We look at the engineers who are having positive attitude, who are having knowledge and ready to improve upon their own selves, ready to take challenges and risk, and really look at different fields. Gayatri, thanks to Gayatri, she introduced about what all fields I worked in. If you see, these are very, very diversified fields. I am a basically electronics person, but I also set up the tool room. I worked in tool room. I work for technical collaborations with people. I had to work for marketing. Now, every field is a good field. Whenever you go there, please be very sure that you give your 100%. Try to learn it. It will make you bigger. If I would not have seen so many departments, today I would have been one manager of a particular department. Because I know so many departments, I learned, perhaps I have done a lot of mistakes in my life, but because of that, I have become CEO of the company. I became director of a company in Poland. Because then I was already knowing many departments. I had worked there and I had experience of those fields. So as a fresh engineer, when you graduate and you come out, many times I observe that people who come to us for interviews, their first priority is that they want to go to R&D. Now, okay, R&D is a good field, but as Shidore sir also explained you, in industry is made of many departments. There is a production, there is purchase, there is maintenance, there is engineering, there is QA. So when you become engineer, you should be ready to work anywhere if you are a good person, having positive attitude, and really giving you 100% of yours, then you will succeed in every field. There is no field that where you is not good or something like this. Even maintenance, my maintenance people have done wonders in my company. Shidore sir, just to tell you, we can get some patents. Okay, we already have patents, but in manufacturing, with my maintenance guys, I have made some machines. In our panel meter, everything is checked manually. But we have developed a program where the camera reads the meter functioning, it calibrates the things, automatic adjustments of motors happening, and the motor adjusts the meter, so it's a manless operation of a production. And this is done by maintenance guys. So what I'm
Wonderful.
my friends, that no field is bad. It is not that when you become engineer, you should only go to R&D. Production is equally good, purchase is good, maintenance is good, and all these departments are required for the organization. And you have got scope everywhere. So please focus on that. And wherever you go, please ensure that you give your 100%. That is what will be your future. Another thing I want to tell you. Now, this is a strange thing I have observed, particularly Shidore sir and all professors. Perhaps I'm from one old generation, before this student. But I have observed one thing, that today people, or maybe students, or maybe young people, are trying to please someone. Please do not do it. You please yourself. What is the definition of success? Success is not you have got a lot of money. Success is not you have got a lot of fame. Success is, are you satisfied yourself what you are doing? Are you feeling happy? Are you happy from within? That is your success. Maybe I am genuinely telling, maybe a person who is selling vegetables on the street is as successful as an industrialist. First thing, whether are you happy, are you feeling satisfied, and you are feeling happy that yes, you did justice to your job, to your capabilities, to your skills. If it is there, then you do not go what others are saying for you. Many times people try to do something for others. They want to please their bosses. Why? Who is their boss in life? They are themselves their bosses. If they think that they have delivered a proper result, they have done their best, then they should be happy. We should not be, our happiness should not be dependent on somebody praising us or somebody not praising us. Our happiness should come from within, whether we say that, yes, I gave my best, this is what I could have done, and this is what I have done. That's it. So please, when you go from college or even your college days, your professors will tell you something. Please listen, improve on that. But genuinely, only getting marks or getting money is not the only success definition in life. You think to yourself, have you done your enough? If you fail, ask yourself, was it because of want of efforts? If yes, please put more efforts next time. But feel happy, feel satisfied. And at the end of the day, I want to give you a message that be a good engineer, but more than a good engineer, be a good human being. Have very clean, transparent, and honest to yourself. In the world, we are answerable to nobody else, none other than ourselves. You are answerable to yourself. Are you feeling that yes, you are very honest, you are having integrity? If yes, be satisfied, be happy. If no, because we can fool the world, we cannot fool ourselves. I am having a lot of respect for our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Look at that man, a selfless social activities he is doing. See, I am not trying to promote BJP here. I don't want to go in political science, or I don't want to go in politics, whether Shiv Sena is good or BJP is good or Congress. That's not my aim. I am in industry. But what I can see, a man with a pure heart, with a pure intention, trying to change the country. For whom? If you see, he is not having children, he is not having wife, he is not having family. He is doing for whom? He is doing for the whole world as a human being. So our job is to serve the country. Gayatri, during her speech, told you that I am a leader of Nasik cluster. Shidore sir, in Nasik, if you come, we are also running one artisan center, and I am on that committee. So what we did actually, whatever we have got in our life, frankly speaking, it is grace of God. Because of the grace of my parents who brought me up, it's grace of my teachers. So we have to give back it to the society. So what we did in Nasik with Microbots industry, we started one, I will say, artisan center. And we observed that what happens that particularly from the rural areas, people are not getting opportunities to work in industry. If they want to do electrician course, then they are not being properly taught. But in Europe, I have got some experience how their electricians work. So we set up a center here where we take some girls and boys from very, very remote rural areas where there are no good facilities. And we develop them, even including how to speak English, how to present themselves, AutoCAD, and all aspects. While learning, we also give them stipend. If they are learning, but we do not charge the fees, we give them the money because they are learning, and we develop them so that they can face the challenges in life. So every after 6 months, we take 25 students back. What I'm saying, all the engineers, that our job, as Shidore sir also explained, and maybe your professor may be explaining you all these things, that our job is not to only get for ourselves. In Marathi, we call it as there are 3 words: Sanskriti, Prakruti, and Vikruti. And I always tell my workers here also, what is the difference between Sanskriti, Prakruti, and Vikruti? Like, for example, if I'm having enough, but still I'm snatching from somebody's plate and eating it, माझं पोट भरलंय तरी मी खिचून घेतोय आणि लोकांचं खातोय, that is Vikruti. If I'm hungry and eating, that is Prakruti. मला भूक लागली म्हणून मी खाल्लं, ही प्रकृती झाली. And I am hungry, I have got one roti, I have got one chapati, but somebody also, and I am sharing my half of the roti with him, is a Sanskriti. So please remember that when, as a good human being, we should help society. By God's grace, we have got enough. please try to share between your friends, between some underprivileged people, and that will give you much more satisfaction in our life. So at the end of the day, I want to only give this message: be good engineer. All fields are good. Do not ignore. Be honest, transparent, and clear to yourself. You are answerable to yourself. And as I told the story of that photocopying secretary, whatever you do in life, do best. If you are also, frankly speaking, if you are sweeping the house, now maybe in a pandemic, many people, parents will be telling, okay, sweep the house or some do cooking or something. So when you do something, you are sweeping the house, grooming the house, do it in such a way that there will not be any dust particle here and there. Whatever job you do it at your highest level of competency, and then you will see future really great. You are in good hands. I am thankful to all professors. You are having, your college is really great, and you should be proud of your college and really thankful that in life you have got opportunity to study in such college. Thanks a lot. Thanks everybody. Thanks a lot.
I would like to speak something, Naik Gaokar साहेब. Right. बकरे साहेब मी 1-2 मिनिटं बोलतो. First of all,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thank you, Mr. Naik Gaokar sir, for sharing absolutely valuable experience about the skills of engineers that you need. तुम्हाला ते स्किल, त्याला मी युजली ऑर्चिडच्या लोकांच्या बरोबर सुद्धा बोलतो की सॉफ्ट स्किल्स इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट थिंग. तुम्ही अगदी करेक्ट पॉईंट सांगितला की टेक्निकल गोष्टी ऑप एम्प, फ्लिप फ्लॉप, अमकं सगळं त्यांना सांगता येईल, पण एक्सपेरिमेंट कसा परफॉर्म करायचा आणि त्याच्यामध्ये इनोव्हेशन कसं करायचं हे त्यांना सॉफ्ट स्किल्स मधनच कळलं पाहिजे. आणि तसे सॉफ्ट स्किल डेव्हलपमेंटसाठी वेगळे इन्क्युबेशन सेंटर्स करावेत असं माझं त्यांना रेकमेंडेशन होतं की अशा प्रकारचे म्हणजे काम कसं करावं. टेक्निकल तर गोष्टी आपण सगळ्या सांगतोच त्यांना, बरोबर की राईट. आणि तुम्ही सगळे जे एक्सपिरियन्स सांगितले जर्मनीतले किंवा असं, तसं मला एक चायनाचा एक्सपिरियन्स सांगायचा होता की लोक किती सिन्सिअरली काम करतात आणि किती छानपैकी काम करत असतात. ते एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट टू यू व्हॉट यू से. एक चायनामध्ये गेलो होतो त्यावेळेला आम्ही एका कॉन्फरन्स रूम मध्ये बसलो होतो आणि त्या कॉन्फरन्स रूमचं टेबल एकदम साफ होतं, एकदम साफ, चकाचक साफ होतं. तर ज्यावेळेला आमची कॉन्फरन्स चालू झाली की मीटिंग चालू झाली त्यावेळेला समोरच्या माणसाला विचारलं, इथं दररोज तुमच्या बऱ्याच मीटिंग्स वगैरे होत असतील ना. तर तो म्हणाला की नो, आय मीन मे बी आफ्टर 2-3 days or something like that. बट म्हणले टेबल बिबल लुक्स व्हेरी क्लीन. तर म्हणला जॉब करणाऱ्याचं ते साफ करण्याचं काम आहे की ते साफ करायचं, आज मीटिंग आहे की नाही हे बघत नाही. सो एव्हरी डे इवन इफ देयर इज अ मीटिंग ऑर नो मीटिंग, ही क्लीन्स द टेबल. अशा प्रकारचं डेडिकेशन पाहिजे, अशा प्रकारची सॉफ्ट स्किल्स पाहिजे. दिस इज व्हॉट वी नीड प्रॉब्ली. आणि आय एम व्हेरी हॅपी अँड व्हेरी प्राऊड that I am a co-chief guest along with you. Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your precious words. We are really fortunate to have your guidance. Now, I hand over the session to Kaheb Kazi.
Good morning, one and all. This is Kaheb Kazi from 3rd year EHSC department. So here the question answer session begins, and I would request all the members to go ahead with their questions. So is there anybody, those who want to ask questions? Please go ahead.
Mr. Naik Gaokar has just said that you should be asking questions.
Good morning, sir. I'm from BENTC.
Yeah.
Sir, it was nice to hear you. My question is that what skills and knowledge should we have to join a core company?
Is it a question for me or Shidore sir?
No, I think you can answer. You have been. Please answer.
Okay. So, okay, friend. See, basically, as I said, no, for industry, particularly in Rishabh, we are in electronics and telecommunication engineering itself. Like we have got all electronic products. If you do not know about Rishabh, let me give you 1 minute brief about our organization. This industry was established in 1985 in German collaboration of BBC Metravat. Okay, where we initially started manufacturing all analog panel meters for measurement of voltage, current, frequency, watt, power factor, etc. Then we had different technology collaborations also, and then technology transfer also. And now we are producing all digital equipments also, like for example, multimeters, transducers, multifunction instruments, power supplies, current transformers. So when you talk about the skills, basically every year we, for all core manufacturing industries who are dealing with electronics, now electronics and telecommunication engineers have scope, particularly starting from R&D, because every year we churn out new products. Then we have got scope in our production department, because we have got all high class, high end instruments like in SMT line, surface mounted technology. We have got some typical machines, and on those production lines there is a scope, because it's an electronics industry and you people know already the components. Then that's why even purchase department, there is a lot of requirement for purchase department as well for those people, because all procurement of electronic components is one of the necessity things. And then quality and all those things are there. So particularly ENTC people, wherever there is electronics industry or industries who are supplying electronics products, manufacturing electronic products, or the interfacing products, all those companies you have got opportunity number one. And skills requirements, as I said, basic engineering degree you have already passed. So that is the first starting criteria. And after that, in during the interview, you look at the attitude and the learning abilities and all other things. And then with the industry, you people develop yourself. Okay. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My question is to Shidore, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as you came up with a product in the market and succeeded, then what should an ENTC student can do to enter in a market as a manufacturer or an industrialist?
Okay, right. This is not for only electronics engineer. This is for all types of engineers who would like to enter into the market with product. Mr. Naigawkar also had said, I have also said in this particular, whenever you want to start the industry, it is not the only R&D or the product which is going to make you start the industry. The total ecosystem, you should have a total knowledge of the ecosystem. Like in my particular case, when I started Shidore Microsystems, maybe about 30-35 years back, I had a full-fledged, I had completed diploma in business management, and I had got full experience of marketing, accounts, production planning, product, and R&D. So you should be able to think about the organization as a whole, not only as a product. If you are talking about one product introduction in the market, I have seen so many failures who were good as far as the R&D or other skills are concerned, but they were weak, very weak on marketing, either weak on accounts. You should, in accounts, I mean, when we started the business, I mean, I knew what is the standard costing, what is the standard cost, what is the variable cost, what is the contribution. Even though I am an engineer, I knew all these things. Even when in marketing, there are 4 P's of marketing: price, product, promotion, and place. These are we knew everything about each department of the organization. This is what you should know. And then you enter into the manufacturing, or then you start your own company. It should not be only lopsided launch of a company that I have got a product and then I am launching it. You should know how to source. Nowadays, as Naigawkar sir was saying about the supply chain management is the most important thing. I think Mr. Naigawkar will agree with me.
Yes.
Is most important thing in the organization. So all these facets, all these departments, all these activities in the organization, you should be aware of, and then you can introduce the product. Have I answered your question, or it was?
Thank you, sir, for your guidance.
Are you satisfied, but?
Hello, sir.
Are
Good
you
morning,
satisfied?
sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. I am Sangmesh Nandargi from BENTC. So I have one question for Shidore, sir.
Yeah.
So
Please speak.
yes, sir. So can you share your some points and views which you have faced and experience and problems faced during your this achievements and positions?
Yes. There were so many problems. It will take a lot of time to tell you all the problems.
So few important problem.
Yeah, important. Now I'll tell you one. The most important problem that initially, in the initial stages of our business, the most important problems that we faced were only with the government policies. I mean, we started our business when there was a license Raj. At that time, Bajaj Auto was asked to produce only 200 scooters per month. And we were manufacturing UPSs. We were also asked, I mean, there was a compulsion that we should manufacture only 200 UPSs per annum. And to tell you frankly, we were manufacturing 200 UPSs per month. So the trouble from the government department was, really speaking, too much in our time. In fact, every day when we wanted to dispatch certain UPSs, every day in the morning I was compelled to go to the excise office, take the signature of the excise inspector that I am allowed to take these particular goods out of my factory, and then in the evening dispatch the goods. Such were the problems. Now you will ask me, how did I overcome it? I first accepted that this is my country, these are the problems that I have to face and I have to overcome. You might say that at that time there was this thing, कि क्या यार, उनको जरा 100 रुपए दे दो, 200 रुपए दे दो, और फिर काम हो जाएगा. We never used that. We never bribed anyone. But we were true to ourselves, right? We even afterwards, the excise inspectors and all sales tax officers and everybody came to know that this guy is not going to give us any money, so better permit him. But for that you need a lot of tenacity, right? You should not lose your heart. The first thing is, you should not lose your heart as soon as you see the problem. And the most important thing, why you will not lose the heart, if you keep your objectives high. If you are keeping your objectives high, so for example, as you said, there is an Uttaradaitva. Uttaradaitva in the sense that this government only has given you the facility of graduating through engineering colleges. This government is only giving you the facilities of roads, electricity, all water and everything. And this government is only giving you a nuisance. So understand, accept it, and then you will be able to find your ways yourself. But if I say I had only the aim, while my aim was lower, that I am doing this business to earn money, then all these problems would have been very enormous and very big for me. My aim was different. I am going to serve the country, and for that purpose, if such are the obstacles which are coming from my own country, I will have to handle it, I will have to overcome it, and I did handle them and I overcame them. These were the problems that we faced initially. Later on, there you will understand one thing, that whenever you are manufacturing something, you are not the lone person inside in the industry. There are so many competitors, there are so many suppliers, and everybody has got his own views. Suppliers have got their own views. There will be problems about the finance. That supplier says, no, give me advance, and then I will dispatch. There may be some suppliers say, I will not be able to meet you, I will not be able to give you the certificate that this product has been tested like this. There are so many things, right? All these problems will have to be sorted out by you, and these are not always the engineering problems. Engineering problems are there, engineering problems that you will solve, and that there will be so many helpful. But non-engineering problems will be so many there, but you will have to have a passion, you will have to have an objective, which, looking at that objective, all these hurdles, whichever come your way, should look smaller. I think that's the concept that I am telling you about the problems and how to overcome the problems. Each individual problem, if I want to say, there will be so many, and then, even 24 hours will not be sufficient for that. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Your name is, yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Good morning, all. My question is to Nagarkar sir. According to you, how we can change our young engineers' mentality from a job seeker to job provider during his or her studies?
Yeah, actually, from this question could have been answered better by Shidore sir, because he's a job provider. Basically, he's an employer, and throughout my life, I was always in an employee's role, not never as employer such. But okay, I will just try to answer. First thing, when I look at all these visionaries, all these industrialists who started the industry, Shidore sir was telling very, very clearly. First thing, that vision. See, the starting industry requires a lot of sacrifices. Let me tell you very, very clearly that any engineer who wants to start his own business, he should be very pretty clear that he has a lot of struggle in his life, and then the sweet fruits will come. Now, compared to doing a job is much easier than starting your own business, because when you are doing a job, what happens, that risk is taken by somebody else. Okay, like for example, people ask me, and I'm very, very true and honest to myself. When I went to Poland, Shidore sir, you may be also knowing. Yeah. When I went to Poland, and then people asked me, sir, how you took such a challenge, how great personality you are, and you don't know the language, you don't know the industry, and you are running that show and all those things. I told him, bosses, at the end of the day, my money is not at risk. Risk is by somebody else. Okay. So yes, I will be delivering the results. So for all engineers who want to start the business, first thing is that the risk-taking ability, and to have mentality to strive and take challenges and struggle, because starting industry and running industry is not at all easy. Because as Shidore sir said, there are a lot of problems. Sometimes you will get financial crisis, how you may have sometimes tough questions, how to pay the salaries to your employees, how to run the business. Sometimes the customers will not be paying, sometimes suppliers will be behind your back, and then they will be asking for money. So you have to be mentally tough to start the business. That is number one. Secondly, to change the mentality, what happens that everybody should, learning is the only thing. Shidore sir was telling rightly, and I would like to share my own experiences also. Just like Shidore sir said, as an industry, we never gave money to government officials unnecessarily. We never bribed them. That's the principle we use. If we are clear, honest, then there is no way that you should throw the money and get your work done. Work should be done on merit base, but it takes a lot out of you. What happens that if somebody wants to start the industry, he must go into the details of everything. Suppose somebody tomorrow, factory inspector comes and he asks you, tells you something, then you should be ready, or the people should be ready to go to the Factories Act, read the act, understand, interpret, and then fight on merit base that where is it is written in an act or law and why I should do it. Otherwise, people will take us on granted. And genuinely, I am also reading many times act. As he said, excise. Now, fortunately, we are very lucky. Narendra Modi has changed the whole system.
Yes.
I have high respect for Narendra Modi. Otherwise, I know it was a big issue that even to dispatch, you have to get excise inspector, and then he is asking for money, or he wants that in Nasik there is a Trambakeshwar or Shirdi. He wants his family to be taken to Shirdi, to Trambakeshwar, and then only he will sign. All nonsense has stopped now, digital. So, but what I'm saying, to make students ready for this thing, it takes courage. And please be sure that 4 or 5 years down the line, you will have to struggle. You may not earn a lot of money, but then at the end of the day, you will have satisfaction that you are owner of a company. But first, beginning 3, 4, 5 years will be a real struggling time. And that time you have to give mentally, physically, you should be ready to face those music. And always do business on merits, not on by other ways. Otherwise, then it collapses. Like, sorry to say, but I have got some examples in Nasik. People just got political tie-ups. They grew very fast, became 100-120 crores company within no time by bribing the politicians and all those things. And when the government changed, they collapsed. And now the company is sold out. There is no company's existence. So everything they have to do on merits. And mentality change means it requires a courage. It requires a psychology that I want to have my own industry. And for that, I will sacrifice something. It is not easy. Sir, have I answered the question?
Yeah, and I would like to add something to say. If who is asking question? Can you just
Professor?
I'm not. Who is asking question just now? Hello.
It's me, sir. Student.
Yeah, this is Swapnil Lature. Yes. No. Swapnil, you asked the question about the employment or the starting new business.
So it's about starting new business as an entrepreneur.
Starting new business as an entrepreneur, right? Okay. I would highly recommend that before you start the business of manufacturing or anything, you should at least get some exposure of all the departments by doing some business management course. I would highly recommend that. Do some business management course and get to know how all the departments in the organizations work. That is one thing. And the second thing, you will have to be really tough yourself. You should not get bogged down by small problems here and there, because as I told you, you are not the only one who has started the business. There is going to be a lot of competition from all the sides. Supplier, customers, you will face so many odd customers, but finally he is a customer. He will take quotations from 2-3 guys, and then only he will say, I'll buy it from. It may be sometimes may be frustrating to you, but you will have to be very tough. Yeah. I hope that's correct, Swapnil.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, both of you, for giving us advices on it. I think it will help us all to be a job, not only to be a job provider in the future.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there any further question? Now I think. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. A very good morning to both of you and everyone, and happy Engineers Day to each and everyone. I am Ratan Zinsati from the Electronics. So my question is for both of you. Actually, apart from R&D department, what are all other departments? Can you brief it about them? And what skills we need to pop up? What skill we need to go to there to work on
Right.
there?
Okay, Nagapur sir, I'll
Yes.
answer this question first, and then you probably take over later on.
Sure.
I've got a very standard answer to this thing. That's why I said that I'll answer first.
Okay.
Okay. Now, apart from R&D, what are the departments that you should log into or something like that?
Yes.
There is a survey. There is a survey which states that of different organizations, of those organizations, who has become managing director or the CEO of the company. What was his skill set? And the survey indicates that the most of the managing directors were from marketing side. Between 32 to 35% of the managing directors of various big companies were having a marketing background. It was followed by production, between 20 to 25%. That was followed by supply chain management. And probably very few were from R&D department. The one who has got an R&D department and has become the managing director, very few. I mean, it was numerous, like 3%, 5% or something like that. Now here, you will ask me a question, right? Oh, is that the case? Then how do you explain the success of Elon Musk, Bill Gates? Right? Okay. मी म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये की नियमाला अपवाद असतात, तसे ते अपवाद आहेत, ते नियम नाही आहेत. They are not the rule, they are the exception to the rules. Don't go by the exceptions. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and that Apple guy, these are the guys who only come far and few between. All other engineers, these are only 3 guys, but there will be at least 30 lakh engineers working everywhere. So we have to talk about the 30 lakh engineers and how do they become the managing directors. So I think I have answered your question. Mr. Nagakur, you might add something to that.
So sure, rightly said. See, which are the department, if I go traditionally, like as he rightly said, everything starts from marketing first. If you do not have visionary or vision for the market, nothing happens, because which product is to be sold and all those things. So marketing, sales, production, quality, operations, all operations, supply chain management. So these are all the departments, except apart from R&D, there is also in between departments. Like between R&D and production, there is engineering department. So the role of engineering department, R&D actually is the creator of a product. Production is producing the product. Quality takes control of quality assurance, this thing. And engineering is an in-between department who is a link between R&D and production. So if some modification is there, some new things are to be done, some documentation is to be done, means to convert the design to the production activities, the role is of engineering department. But as Shidore sir rightly said, see what happens, many people get impressed with R&D. I am not against R&D, but I am telling you fact. If you, what you want to do in your life is very important. If you want to be on higher positions, then see, today you must be reading from Harvard Business School cases and all those things. In the old days, there was only a theory of IQ, intelligent quotient, which was very important. Nowadays, or even for success, it is important not only IQ but EQ, emotional quotient.
Emotional quotient. Correct.
I will explain you. See the difference. Huh? See our prime ministers. Narendra Modi is very, very popular and an absolutely good leader. In no time, he has become a world leader. Okay. We had Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was a stalwart, who was from Harvard in the industry. He's a financial, I will say, financial stalwart in that. Nobody can beat his knowledge. But he still could not be an effective leader like Narendra Modi. What is the difference between the two? Maybe Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh is having high IQ, but Narendra Modi is having high EQ. So what happens, the soft skills are very important rather than hot skills. Because what happens in our industry also, if I want to have some good engineer, any fresh engineer will have latest knowledge. If tomorrow I employ you, then you will be you must have learned many things which in 20 years back I did not learn. So hard skills are easily available in the market. Soft skills are to be developed, and that's why all these fields, what Shidore sir was saying, marketing, sales, supply chain management, production, these are the fields which develop your soft skills, because you are dealing with the people, you are dealing with the society, you are dealing with the problems and other things. You are not dealing with the machines. R&D people are working with the circuits, and production people are working with products as well as with people, with the machine. So what happens, soft skills are very important. So if you want to grow, better to go on those universal fields where soft skills are getting developed. And if you are really having very good, I will say, enjoyment only in developing an R&D, because see
Then
that, in fact, frankly speaking, no, what Professor Bakre sir,
Yes, sir.
what we can do, no, in management, there are some psychometric tests, okay, and you also
Okay.
can tie up with somebody who can test their, I will say, MBTI theory, Meggers by trait analysis theory, for those students.
Okay, sir.
Basically, to answer these people, there are two types of personalities as per Meyer Bayer's theory. That one, some people are introvert
Okay.
and extrovert. Okay, R&D is a field which is more for introvert people who love being in a cocoon or being in at a corner and thinking to themselves, and are not mixing too much in society. Some people who like to work in a society, talk to many people and all those things, extrovert people, are the people who are in leadership roles and in production, sales, marketing department. And people who are introvert are more successful on R&D, engineering and quality jobs. So Shidore sir, when we also praise the people, for first few engineers, we always have a common, I will say, pool where we rotate them from all departments, and then we carry out such test for them, and we look at their personality. Are they introvert person or extrovert person? Because an introvert person will never like to be in mob, and then he will not deliver the speeches and all those things. He will be more inclined as a visionary to himself.
True, sir.
So Bakre sir, you can
True, sir.
methods. So they will
Yes, sir.
strengths, whether they are introvert, they will be more successful as a R&D, quality or these jobs, or they will be more successful in marketing. And
Yes, sir.
Very good suggestion. Very good suggestion. Yeah, that's very good suggestion. Correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Because it's a personality. Basically, it's not a capability, it's a personality. Everybody has a personality. Some
आणि
people are
आणि शेवटी काय की फायनली यू शुड ऍक्सेप्ट दॅट जॉब विच यू लाईक द मोस्ट.
एक्झॅक्टली
करेक्ट ना, विच यू लाईक द मोस्ट. मग तुमचा R&D नसताना उगीच मी R&D करत गेलो तर आय मीन यू आर बाउंड टू फेल. इफ यू आर एन एक्स्ट्रोवर्ट ॲज यू सेड, then marketing
Correct,
will be a good, marketing or production will be a good activity for that guy.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sure, sir.
okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Are we closing now?
Sir, Adish, sir.
Yes, sir. This will be the last question for the today's session. Yes.
Yes. Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Today, it gives me an immense pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who are assembled here. First of all, I would like to thank our first chief guest, Mr. Shidore sir. Today we come to know that engineers are not the persons who are just related with the machine work, but they are the persons who are responsible for the development of the nation. And we will definitely try to work for our nation and to serve our nation with our best efforts. Now, I would like to thank our second chief guest, Mr. Manoj Naigaonkar sir, for his valuable words. Today, we take an oath that we will try to look towards the problems as an opportunity towards us, and we will try to use this pandemic for the development of ourselves, and We will inculcate in us a quality of selflessness. We will try to acquire skills which industry needs from us. Now, I would like to thank our Principal Sir, Dr. J.B. Dafedar, for gracing this occasion. I also thank our beloved HOD Sir, Professor S.S. Dhotre, for supporting us to arrange this program. Now, I extend my gratitudes towards our Dean of College, Professor I. Mujawar. Now, I also thank the TNP coordinator, Professor Bakre, for putting great efforts to make this program successful. Finally, I would like to thank all the faculty members and all the students who are assembled here to make this event a great success. With the permission of our HOD Sir, I declare that the program is over. I wish you all a very happy Engineers Day. Thank you so much.
1 minute. To me, as you have given, hello?
Yes, sir.
As you have all given vote of thanks and all these things, I would like to also give a different type of vote of thanks. मी काल म्हणजे आतापर्यंत मला यांनी सगळ्यांनी सांगितलं होतं अबाउट 2 weeks back or something like that की I have to speak for about 30 minutes on this Engineers Day, something like that. Till yesterday evening, I was not at all ready with anything, nothing. संध्याकाळी मी I started thinking about it, what to say and all this thing, and I must give various thanks to my daughters who contributed to that, my 3 daughters, and most importantly, most importantly to my wife Medha, who actually wrote what I said on computer and then gave me a paper. Yeah, this is what we are going to speak tomorrow. So my thanks to my family, right? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nagakar sir.
And thanks to
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
great thing done and well organized program. I must say that okay, sir, particularly
Yes, sir.
a person who are program coordinator, Adesh Chandan Shiva and yourself.
Yes,
I
sir.
would like to say something. See, because
Yes.
of the pandemic, I am having always all Google Meets nowadays, and
Okay.
physical meetings are almost close to zero. But with such a big crowd and without interruption, such a great organization, I have not seen many times.
Yes.
Okay, because there were always some disconnectivity or connectivity issues, or somebody is speaking in between, then somebody is to be told that shut off the mic, shut off the camera and all those things. But the discipline of the college and what you did is really wonderful, and this will be an exemplary for even industrialists and our industry people to how the meeting should be conducted. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Happy Engineers Day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bakre, and all the staff of Orchid and all the organizers.
Thanks a lot.